The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your hosts, Barry Church, Danny McCray, Heckma Harrison, and Newey Scruggs.
Let's ride. Friday. Feeling good. Danny McCray, good to see you, my man.
I don't feel good. I just saw the news.
What news you talking about, man?
I just saw the news.
Our guy, Joe Burrow, gone.
Hate to see
Season.
it.
Gone.
Man.
Gone.
Making a comeback against the Baltimore Ravens last night. They just started to get the hang of it. Throws a touchdown. And you see it, it just looks crazy. You know, I feel like I got hurt.
It was a rough night for me. I had Tyler Boyd. He was done. I had Mark Andrews, and he's done for the season. So, it was a rough night for me.
Good thing we didn't do picks yesterday.
That's facts.
Not on record.
Not on record. We all was wrong up in this.
Not on record.
You all were wrong. You three was wrong. Heckma Harrison, I got good news for you. You probably didn't know, but maybe you did know because you were on top of things.
Let's do it.
LSU took on North Texas in basketball today.
What happened? What happened?
He ain't on top of that one.
UNT lost by 4.
He ain't on top of that one.
But it was
They
close.
made it a fight.
It was close.
But it was
Is
close.
that what
Women-
happened?
Doggone right.
Women and
Doggone
men's.
right. Remember, Castleton's gone. I mean, that they showing some fight, man.
Man, don't
Good
nobody
program,
celebrate close around here, man. Who does
Y'all
that?
do it North Green. Moral victory. That's how y'all get.
We don't do no moral victories
Now,
nowhere, bro.
Church is handing out more victories against Philly last week.
What you talking about?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel
man,
like they play good.
I was trying to help people out because I was
man,
right.
Was that women or men's?
Men.
Who cares?
Oh, that's so jacked up, man.
Who cares, bro?
Your Kansas State women beat number 2 Iowa
saw
in an
that.
upset.
I saw that.
Yes,
That was
sir.
pretty
That
dope.
was good. I was happy for my boy
Yeah.
Jeff Mitty. All good. Told my kid she didn't know. I was like, hey, your cats getting
Wow,
it done.
man.
Now, that was women's.
Yes, that
Yes,
was
that
right.
And that's
Caitlin Clark.
She cold.
Yeah, she ain't getting no number. Ema was all on him.
It was on.
I like y'all. Yeah. So,
Emo, man, hand can't look. He repping. Yeah, I'm repping my. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, here come the pullover. Here come the
He's gonna
pullover.
have all Kansas State gear real soon.
But I do know the assistant head football coach,
that's-
Van Malone,
that's
and I
about right.
know the head coach of basketball. So I might. I don't know. I don't know.
We don't
Get on
doubt
down
it.
there.
Barry Church, the Toledo
happening? What's
Rocket in the
happening,
house.
man?
They done won the West, right?
10-1, baby.
Who you getting in the championship games? But
Man, I have no idea, to be honest. with
Okay.
you. No idea,
It's
man.
42. You know
No
they
idea.
called him and tell him.
No idea, man.
They stopped sending him mail to the house. He only
No, they
get
just
two
reached
emails.
out to me today, matter of fact. Head coach Candle hit me up today, man.
Really?
So, yeah, he did. So,
You answered?
Shout out. It was a text message.
Since people
It was a
get
text message.
people get
I
summoned.
responded. I said, heck of a season, coach. You doing your thing.
People get summoned this week.
Who got summoned? Principal's office. Come to the top.
People get summoned this week. I
Come
mean,
up
you
to the
got a
top.
phone call from old Toledo head coach.
Hey,
We
yeah.
missed Newey yesterday, but welcome back, bro.
thank you very much. Thank you very much.
It's what's the name day, right? Founders Day today. There it is. I hear y'all here.
Oh,
I see.
you turned the boots in.
I see you. I see you out
I
here,
got you.
man.
I got they fresh. They fresh. Congratulations.
Yes. I
Happy
have turned-
Founders Day.
I appreciate it.
You called Quasi and
Quasi Wusu,
Yeah, you
also,
called?
I have not called Quasi. You haven't got a hold of Brady, but I did just send him a text out to Shaq.
let him know. Okay.
Dog team Shaq.
I'll take a shot. There it is.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Charlotte this week and see if we can find Jordan.
There it is.
So he can
Eagleton
celebrate
too,
with
right?
the bros.
He a bro too.
Derek
right?
Eagleton is, yes. So Derek Eagleton and Clarence, they pledged the same same chapter down there at Texas, Ada Theta Bros.
Okay.
I'm just a commie, bro. Down in
Happy
UNC Pepper.
Founders
Go
Day,
ahead.
man.
All good.
It is.
All good. Joe Burrow out for the year. Hate that for him. I'm pretty sure I had the Bengals. Yes, I had the Bengals missing the playoffs this year because they had. It's hard to stay consistent. I mean, even what Mike McCarthy's trying to do right now, you think about possibly 10, 11, 12 wins. That's hard to do over a 3-year period. The way this NFL works now, it is designed for you to have the ebbs and flows. And so what we're seeing from Kansas City is crazy.
Nuts.
What Philly's doing right now, this run is crazy. With the Cowboys, if you really think about it, that's crazy too because it is hard to sustain it the way the league works here, man. And
So going into the season, if is this after Joe Burrow had the calf injury or before?
Before the season.
So before everything, when you assumed that Joe Burrow was going to be healthy, you had them missing the playoffs?
I had the Ravens winning it and the Steelers because I thought Kenny Pickett was going to make a jump. He hasn't, but I thought so because Mike Thomas is a Hall of Fame guy.
That's a hard thing to predict, man. With Joe Burrow balling the way he is, you're right now.
He ain't been healthy. He wasn't healthy all year. But the games that he was healthy, they went on the run, and then last night he goes out throwing a touchdown. Against the Baltimore Ravens. So I think
that's a hell of a prediction.
That is a great prediction because you did get it correct. But going into the season, that's not a team where I'm like that team gonna miss the playoffs. Yeah.
I'm not sold on their coach. That's been my thing. And then last year, and I always try to find because every year you're looking for just something to happen. Just something good. Bad. I had picked the Packers to miss last year. But then again, I'm the wild fool who picked Jacksonville, Seattle Super Bowl. So,
I'm glad you
They hanging on, though. Super Bowl hanging on, man.
No.
The quarterback. They're going to make the playoffs.
They're
going to make the playoffs.
They ain't sniffing the Super Bowl. In the AFC.
I don't see that.
Man, the road they going to have, because they might not even win their division. So they don't win. Maybe they got to travel to one of them other AFC teams. Nah.
Yeah. No, it's a problem. Quarterback's a problem. The Carolina Panthers. I was listening to Charlotte radio, driving on in here, and boy, they're like, hey, is it going to be 80-20 Cowboy fans? Because they were supposed to have a march on the stadium. The fans are going to come in there, boycott, throw it down. Tired of this.
Man.
so it's
just frustrating.
They change so fast.
It's quick.
So
they switch up on you.
One game, and then the guy that won the game was the play caller. They took the play calling duties away from him. The head coach got it back. So this weekend is it's going to be a whole lot of blue, but it's going to be a whole lot of Cowboy fans up in there because Panther fan is mad, done, finished.
It's going to be similar to like the LA games. When the Cowboys go out to play the Chargers, it's basically all Dallas in there. When you saw when they get a penalty, I'm thinking, it's against, Dallas or man, it's something. Man, I'm telling you, the whole it's 80-20 for sure. For sure, Dallas Cowboys.
So you guys remember Skip Pete, the old Cowboys?
Oh yeah, that's my dog.
So Skip was with the Cowboys and he went to the Rams, and they were getting ready for that playoff game against the Cowboys at the Coliseum, and he went to Sean McVay. He's like, we better practice silent count. He's like, what are we talking about? Mm-hmm. You need to practice this week. These fans are coming. McVay didn't believe it until game time. He saw how many folks had filled up in that LA Coliseum wearing that silver and blue. I hope Bryce Young and the Panthers have, got the silent count ready because they may need it in their own home stadium, man. They may need it. They may need it.
It's funny to me the egos that coaches have on them. Frank starts out as an OC, then replaces himself with another guy who wins a game, and then he injects himself back into the play calling. For real, it doesn't matter what level it is, high school, college, pros. Just coaches have these inflated egos, and once you have any success, and I don't know even where Frank Reich had any success. He may have had.
Philadelphia. Was
he with Philadelphia?
Yeah, he was with
so he's had some success, and so I look at coaches like Bill Belichick, one of my favorite coaches, and just his ego over the years, and it's been warranted because he's won Super Bowls. But it got to the point where it's like, oh, Tom, you want to leave? All right, Mac Jones, come in. I'll make another one. Then he started hiring defensive coordinators and then making them offensive coordinators in a league where, come on, man, guys are getting paid millions of dollars to to call plays, and you think a guy that's a defensive coordinator can now be your OC. And that to me is the beginning of the end when you start seeing things like that happen. And for Carolina, they have not done. For Bryce Young, man, it might be grand opening, grand closing for him because they're not putting him in a place where he can win. They're not calling plays that help him. They're not moving the pocket so he can get, so he can see the field. Yeah. All right. And, I think they're just in a bad space, man.
They're going to have to get a guy that understands the strengths and weaknesses of Bryce Young, right, and has worked with players that has those same strengths and those same weaknesses in order to get him to be what they want him to be, right? Because he ain't getting no taller, okay? So we all know you're going to have to move the pocket. We all know that you're going to have to get some quick throws out there. Like I'm just saying,
get him in some platforms out there, man.
But when you come in, you know these are issues. So you can't come in with an offense to where it's really just a pocket passing offense. You got to have an offense that is able to let the quarterback move around in order to make some plays. Yeah. And if you don't, you're going to end up with the same situation that you have right now. So I think I think he's still going to be okay, but until they bring in a coach and with a system that is able to help him be successful, yeah, they looking at a long road.
So who do y'all put it on? Like, and after what year does it become it's the player? Like, I know it's a rookie year, and I mean he's got time to grow and all that. So who do you put that on majority? Do you put it on the play caller, or do you feel like the player just ain't executing it well? Like, I mean, like who? At what point do you say, man, hey, this guy just ain't got it?
That's like, I give him 3-4 years.
At least 3-4 years? Okay.
Depending on what you have around. So if you look at Carolina and what they have around them, I'm saying now they probably a ways away.
Okay.
They probably a ways away. If you put them in a system where you already got some established guys and they just waiting for a quarterback, you got 2.5, 3 years before I need to see us having a winning record at least and looking like we are a competitive team. Okay. Bryce Young right now, Adam Thielen is like
top
dude, is a guy,
I'm in the same vein with you on that, man. I think it's so early yet on Bryce Young. It's hard to be just definite that he's a bust and he's not a guy in the league, but they're not doing him any favors. I think about Baker Mayfield when he in that Kevin Stefanski offense. They were running the ball. That was the majority of what they did, and you would think that Baker Mayfield should have some success. But I think even in his limitations, you started to see, he just can't make certain throws. He can't do certain. He's not seeing the whole field, which limited his success in Cleveland. So, and I just think Bryce is in a bad situation, and I mean things are gonna get even worse for him with the Dallas defense showing up. So, and then Micah pissed off. So,
the bazooka
on him.
Can you name me a blue chip player on their offense? They don't have it. Your offensive line is bad. So that's the first thing. So you can't protect him. You talked about Adam Thielen. So Adam Thielen is their top receiver, cast away from Minnesota, and they're not missing him. So that says something. DJ Shark, 17 catches, 229 yards, 3 touchdowns. What's his dude's name? Jonathan Mingo from Ole Miss. And your tight end is Hayden Hurst, who was this team 4-5 for Hayden Hurst? I mean, he's just bouncing around. Then you talk about running the ball. Quarterback's best friend, running game, Chuba Hubbard.
Oklahoma State's own.
94 carries, 351, averaging 3.7 yards a tote. Then you got Miles Sanders. They brought him from Philadelphia. He's averaging 3.2 yards a tote. So you don't have anything here. If you can't protect him up front, you've got no weapons, it's hard. I look at Detroit. I think we all believe Detroit's a good team.
Yes, of course.
When they built it, Brad up there, brother GM, they got offensive line. I thought that, man, you take Panay. I thought Cincinnati should take a Panay Sewell over Jamar Chase, and Detroit was like, we want this guy. They put him at right tackle. They found a left tackle. Detroit is stout up front. They got a center a couple years ago. They are good up front. They've gone through several running backs. They were like, hey, man, we only need Swift. We got the other kid there. So they run the ball. They've got receivers. And here's Jared Goff, cast off from Los Angeles. And Jared Goff may end up making a Pro Bowl this year.
He should.
So,
absolutely. If he don't, there's injustice going on.
So to me, when I think about Bryce Young and the conversation we're having, get the man some help and then make the judgment on him. And because they gave up so much, and the owner wanted the quarterback, he'll get the time. But I just think it's really tough when you sit up here and you say, hey, man, we wanted to be all you. And then, of course, you got C.J. Stroud, who's balling. But Bryce Young didn't win the only game against Houston. And the play caller they got rid of, the only game they won was against him. So defensively, they get J.C. Horn coming back here.
Solid corner.
Yeah, J.C. Horn, the Cowboys.
Yeah, for some work. He coming
hamstring,
back.
right?
I said, how long we to come
Like, hey, Coach, I needed one more. Just give me one more. I ain't feeling right yet.
Your
go out there and cover CD.
One game, and the game you come back is against the Cowboys, the surging Cowboys who just came up what they did again. Now, hey, listen.
And there's no break. You either got CD routing you up, you got Cooks hamstring busting you. I mean, there's no break at the corner spot. No break at all.
Shout out to JC, man.
JC,
bring your lunch pail, brother.
J.C. Horn, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Feeling bad for you there. He's missed 17, Hackman, 17 of 43 games since being drafted in 21. And that was the draft where the Cowboys were talking about a corner openly. Surtain was the guy that they wanted, and Denver takes him, and then here comes the Matt Rule, who overruled the owner. Owner wanted Justin Fields. Rule's like, no, we're going to take J.C. Horn. And then the Cowboys are without a corner, trade down 2 spots, and end up with The bazooka.
The bazooka.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes, man. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, another man was the gift and the curse. We ended up with the gift. I mean, look, it's still early in J.C. Horn's career too. So I mean, the injury bug, what plagues him right now, man. I don't think that's going to be his career, but. Yeah, wrong weekend to come back, bro.
Yeah,
So you say early in his career, but they got a decision to make next year. Do they pick up that 5th-year option?
They won't.
Not if he's not healthy like that.
They won't.
Yeah, that's too many games. You said 17 out of 43?
He's only played 17 to 43.
Nah, that's he got to come back. He got to finish this year strong. I'm talking about strong. He better do something against CD or.
But he would still have all of next year.
Yeah, but was he balling before the injury? That's another thing. Like, was he out there doing like Surtain? You could see, like Surtain, you like, man, this dude from the jump has been balling. I haven't really heard much about Horn.
But the issue with your squad is it was where you're at as an organization, right? You got Bryce Young, no weapons around him. So are you just figuring, hey man, let's get some salary cap space and let's figure out how many free agents we can get to come in here, what we could do in the draft, and just redo this whole thing? Or are you picking up a J.C. Horn who's missed almost half of the games on a 5th-year option? I'm probably if I'm them, but who knows, because they are paying for what they did.
The thing is, if you even just say no to him, not like they said to me, okay, got next man up. They don't have
that?
Right. They don't have Deron Bland. Hey, we got this guy. They don't have this thing is not good.
Yeah.
It's
they kicking themselves because they could have had 2 first rounds for Brian Burns.
Yes.
That could have turned into something good. And Brian Burns, good player, but he's up and down like crazy. So it ain't like he's just Parsons out here where he's untradeable. So now you're looking at it like, man, them 2 first rounds.
Do you remember what they got for Christian McCaffrey? Because I don't even remember what they got for him.
Had to be a first though. Had to be, huh?
I don't remember.
I'm just
trying to think of what haul did you get for a guy who's so integral for the 49ers?
Oh man,
they should have been paying over years, but it's.
Maybe that's why the fan base is staging a walkout. Maybe that's why they're feeling that way, because
it was called off.
It was called off? Is that what it was?
Last week.
Okay, well, either way, I mean, you've seen these organizations struggle. And the Commanders, they've struggled. I mean, the list goes on of organizations that haven't had a steady draft class. They hadn't, if they weren't, it's those can't miss picks. If you in the top 5, you feel like you're getting a can't miss guy. Oh yeah, you can miss, and we've seen organizations continue to miss on guys. They're getting rid of their good players and they're trying to get draft capital. But even when they get the draft capital, they're finding a way to mess that up. So I don't feel bad about Carolina and where they are.
Here we go. So San Francisco received Christian McCaffrey. Carolina Panthers received a 2023 second-round pick, 2023 third-round pick, 2023 fourth-round pick, and the 2024 fifth-round pick.
Who was the GM?
So that is the 49ers saying, we're going to take the money. Because remember, he broke Zeke's contract in terms of the highest paid running back in the game. So that's the 49ers saying, hey, look, we're not going to give you a first, whatnot, because we still have to pay this number. But at the end of the day, they should have made it a little more conditional on if homeboy hits this here or there, that, you got to up the ante, because that right there is worth every penny that the 49ers paid on that.
Hold on. Also, with the picks, it was tight end Britton Strange, tight end Darnell Washington, and edge rusher Nick Herbig. And then they used another pick to trade up to get Bryce Young.
And they got a first round. They don't got a first round next year, right?
Giving it to Chantel. So
mistakes have been made.
Shout out to San Francisco for making a big time move.
Swindled.
And you sit there with Chuba Hubbard, which no offense to him, but Christian McCaffrey is.
He's a better
I would have held him hostage.
Yeah, you ain't going though.
I sure wish y'all would have.
I'm holding you hostage, dog. You and Bryce Young, y'all gonna have to figure out.
We're gonna work this out. Alabama Stanford. We're gonna work this out.
When I travel home tomorrow, I'll go see my friend. Everybody just be quiet. Let's talk about the Hornets.
LaMelo Ball.
Let's talk about the Hornets. Let's talk about the Panthers.
He been going crazy too. I seen him. Nice little
Shoes terrible though.
He's a good player.
They ain't like the Brahma Bulls. But it's like the Brahma Bulls.
He would
basketball shoes.
He got
The sturdy Brahma Bulls.
He's got the Pumas.
You got the books. Somewhere in the LA Fitness is an old school dude with some Brahma Bulls running around with a knee brace and a headband
Man,
on.
shoes tied up tight like it's game 7. Let me double knock these up.
With his socks up like Nate. Did you see Nate?
Nate still got the two-tone.
Let's get our first
from
break
95.
in here now. This is Players Lounge brought to you by
OG
Tostitas
Nate.
on
Shorts
Dallas
and hot
Cowboys.
socks, baby, all day.
Radio.
I love you, Dave. Shout out to Dave.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
Hi, I'm Danny McCray, Dallas Cowboys alumni player here with Smoothie King. And Smoothie King wants to ask you, what's that sound? That's the sound of us magically transforming our smoothie bowls into 2 new decadent flavors. Dig into a cool acai or pitaya bowl, handcrafted with crunchy, purely Elizabeth granola, fresh strawberries, and finished with a velvety chocolate hazelnut drizzle. Perfect for breakfast, lunch, or anytime you want to munch. And that's the sound of you making them disappear. Smoothie bowls, now in 2 new decadent flavors. Only at Smoothie King, the official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys.
To kick off the 2023 NFL season, Hugo Boss teamed up with the NFL and Micah Parsons to launch an iconic apparel collection featuring hoodies, crews, t-shirts, polos, joggers, and more. The bold, unique apparel of the Boss NFL collection unites football and fashion while reflecting what it truly means to be a boss. Get yours today at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, at HugoBoss.com, and at Boss retail stores. Hashtag be your own boss.
There is no I in Dallas. There is no I in Hart either. No I in Blue Star or in Lone Star for that matter. And there's no I in how about them Cowboys? Smirnoff knows there's no I in football. Football is a we thing, an experience that is best enjoyed together. With good drinks and good folks, home or away, we rally together, we cry together, and we always rally cry together because there's definitely no I in Cowboys fans. Smirnoff, we do game days. Please drink responsibly.
Back to the Players Lounge.
The Salvation Army's 27th annual Red Cattle Kickoff returns to AT&T Stadium this Thanksgiving. Get excited to watch the one and only Dolly Parton rock the stage during halftime when your Dallas Cowboys go head-to-head with the Washington Commanders. Tune in at 3:30 p.m. on CBS.
Thank you, Heckman Harrison. Your Players Lounge brought to you by Tostitos and players at Barry Church and Danny McCray. I'm Newey Scruggs. Makes high five. Founders Day. Let's do our.
That's the mark.
I don't know what that was.
What kind of dog was that?
Got in real quick, man. Got in real quick. First,
Hey, what was that?
There we go. There we go. All right, here we go. Hey, man, it's Founders Day, bro. That's what it is.
I'm trying not to be like
No. That's okay. That's the Players Lounge. You do what you want.
First, there's a pod question today to all the shows here. You can put it up on DallasCowboys.com. Pod pick. Who scores the first defensive touchdown in the game?
Defensive
touchdown in the game.
Oh, so they just already marking it off. Somebody
defensive.
I'll be a fool not to go with the man who's been scoring all the touchdowns, my man, Deron Bland.
Okay. All right,
I'm going with D. Bland.
You know, I'm going to go D-Law on this one. I think he's due for one of them scooping scores. He seems to always get one of them ones where he just 20 yards out, scoop it up. So, yeah, I'm going D-Law on that one for sure.
J-Ron. I'm going to go J-Ron Curse. He's going to be on Hayden Hurst. So I think that's where it's going to come from.
I'm going to go Malik Hooker.
Touchdown. Middle of, okay, that's
you have some returns.
Y'all two got some work to do with y'all because D-Laws for his
We
to happen,
seen
he
it,
got
though.
a lot. He got a lot got to happen for him to get actually score the touch. And the same thing with Hooker for you to come out of the middle and get you
That's true. That's a
pick
long
up time.
way.
That's a lot. But so
Parsons,
We
fumble,
could see a fumble. He come off a blitz. Mike could hit him. I mean, I'm just
defensive touchdowns. We already count.
It's over.
Boy, it's crazy. When the pod picks his own defensive touchdown,
Like
we cocky again. Here we go again.
The first defensive.
Golly.
The first defensive touchdown.
Could have said who scored special teams. I mean, mojo moment.
No. Defensive touchdown. Let's go.
Man.
Shout out to the Rumble, man. Go ahead and keep it up, bro. Keep it up.
I mean, okay, we're here. We might as well just go ahead, man. Let's get to the pick. Let's just pick this game.
Should we just all say it on 3? No.
I mean, I've already got everybody with Dallas.
Yeah, it's gonna be
everybody.
Whoa. Nah,
What?
Go ahead if you want to. This ain't it. This ain't that team.
This ain't the one.
Yeah, this ain't that team.
What's the spread?
10.
10.
10 or 10 and a half.
They gonna cover that.
10 or 10 and a half, man.
That's it.
You know what, man? Give me the 31-12 Cowboys.
I want to go burger on this one, man, but this is
Road game, though.
38. I'm gonna go 38-12. Something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hit him with a 28-10. Yeah, I'm 28-10.
35-7, and that 7 is trash time. That 7's gotta have it. Like we seen what Cincinnati do last night. When they put my boy in, they try to get him a little touchdown at the end. Jamar Chase got him some trash stats. I think that's what you're gonna see. Probably Adam Thielen, because he usually is the red zone guy.
Adam Thielen is thinking his whole life over right now, man. All money ain't good money.
Yeah,
So I guess at this point in time, do we think they come out and play a strong first quarter? We talked about the Arizona game where you gave Arizona some life here. So did the Panthers come out with some life? I remember last year going to Green Bay. Green Bay fans were like, yeah, everybody get killed today, but we got nothing else to do, so we come into the game. And next thing you know, Green Bay hung up in there, came from 14 down and won the game. So how do we envision this first quarter for the Panthers against these Cowboys?
Well, I see it as this. Like, we all understand those first 15 plays are scripted. Like, everybody, this is our top 15 plays going against what we think Dallas is going to put out there. Frank Reich taking over the duties again. I can see them coming out with that first 15. I ain't going to say striking, but I can see them coming out there, maybe getting a couple first downs and maybe even getting field goal range. They may hop out there with a field goal. But after that, once those first 15 go and it just becomes, all right, we're going to try to match what Dallas does, that's when it's all downhill from there. So I see them coming out strong, at least in the first drive. But after that, yeah, it's going to be all downhill.
Man, we win the coin toss. We're going to take the ball first, and we're going to get it popping.
It's over with.
That's all it is to it. And I think this offense has to continue to build upon these wins and get that confidence. The first drive didn't go the way we wanted it to. We got down in the red zone, didn't score. Yep. That was ugly. Clean it up. Get down there, score, and this is versus defense that at least you could say offensively is at least amongst those top echelon of defenses because of the guys that they have out there. You have to clean up some of your things. You have to run the ball. You got to run the ball. Tony Pollard, man, is one of these guys that we've gotten CD going. We got Brandon Cooks going. The tight end room look like they back on track. Come on now. Come on, TP.
Stay there. How many carries do you think Rico Dowdle gets in there? And do you get Tony Pollard going by trying to do a little bit of what you did the past couple seasons with Zeke, where you got, let's get this mash, and then Tony can be a little change of pace back. What are you thinking?
Well, what I'm thinking is, why are we talking about Rico Dowdle? I mean, and the reason I'm saying this, because we did this last year. We did this last year with Tony Pollard, and we convinced ourselves that Tony Pollard could be the guy. And now we're sitting here right now talking about Rico Dowdle. Tony Pollard is our guy. He needs to exact his dominance and be that tweener that we think he is, a guy that can affect him in the passing game and also affect him in the run. I'm saying 2 to 5 carries for Rico Dowdle.
Oh.
I'm going because we need Tony Pollard to be that guy. I mean, how do we get through the playoffs, guys, if our number one running back isn't effective? Teams are not going to respect us. The San Franciscos, the Philadelphias of the world, the upper echelon defenses are not going to respect him unless we get him going. I mean, and that's what we're starting to experience. And now, have you asked the question, can we rely on Dak's arm this whole time? We know we can't.
Well, that's why I don't agree.
Good.
I would say I don't agree. I think the days are gone of that running offense that we thought we were going to have. I think we are now spread them out. We're going to spread. We're going to give it to CD. We're going to give it to Ferguson. Hopefully, we continue to give it to Cooks. But as far as you seeing Tony Pollard getting 20 carries and him, because he's not the punishing. Like, you gave Zeke 20 carries because you know those first 10 were going to pay off when they got the next 10. And it's also going to pay off for Tony Pollard whenever he got in the game. You don't have that at this point, right? So I can see Tony Pollard continue to get 12 to 15 carries or touches total, and then you relying on what you have with Dak, and then Turpin, when he get back, you see him get a couple carries. You'll see CeeDee Lamb coming around. I think that is part of what our running game is. I think that's what you'll see. Okay. And hopefully, if your offense and your receivers are doing what they did against New York and what we know they can do because we saw them do it against LA as well, then your running game is opened up a little bit. But I don't think you see that 20 carry game.
I'm not asking for.
Pollard.
I don't see any running back in the league running 25 carries anymore. I mean, most of it is between 15 to 18 carries max because of the way the league is throwing the ball now. You love your other boys because they can run the ball.
Yeah, but they run the ball with Gainwell. They run the ball with they run the ball with Hurst. They run the ball with Swift. Like it's not just one guy. Like if Swift is rolling, one game he was rolling like that. We was like, oh, Swift is balling. He got like over one.
Man, I don't have nothing against Rico Dowdle. All I'm saying is I don't. So I don't want to even start that. I don't have nothing against him. I'm saying Tony Pollard is a guy that we franchise tag and we got rid of Zeke because of it, and we said you're going to be our guy. All of our red zone woes that we have right now, Rico Dowdle was on the field as well and are on the sideline. Okay, if you had a Zeke, I stood up on the table for this. If you have a Zeke or a running back that's like Zeke, half of those red zone missed opportunities you cash in on because you're at goal to go.
Mm-hmm. But you don't know. So I'm saying, when you know Tony Pollard is not that guy, you have to go ahead and give Rico a try to be the guy.
So like, how many carries? How many carries for Rico?
I see him 6 and 8, between 6 and 8, especially in the game when you probably finna be blowing this team out.
7 to 10. I'm thinking of it because you said it best. I didn't say it. This needs to really go back to a committee to get the best out of Tony Pollard, in my opinion. Because you've tried to say, "Hey man, go be that lead dog." He's not.
He's not punishing nobody up there.
That's not his game. What made him good was that you had the thunder lightning kind of thing. And to me, if they're going to get this thing rolling, you need to figure out how to use Rico Dowdle more. Okay. He won't be Zeke, but you got to do something because I don't think Tony's that guy.
What's wild to me is they're using Rico as that like Pollard, where they're giving him all the stretch plays to the outside, all the flip plays. They're not throwing him up in the middle like they're doing Pollard. I mean, if we see Pollard, they're just like, all right, we're going to hand it off to you. You going in between the A gaps. And that's just not his game. Like, I don't understand why they're using him in that way. Like, this guy is so explosive. You can use him on the edge. Screens. When was the last time he caught a screen pass? You know, it's just
that's the most questionable part.
Why are you not using him in the way he needs to be used? And then you use Dowdle as I had like that Zeke role. He's a stronger back. He ain't Zeke, but you could throw him in the middle, punish him a little bit, and then use Pollard on the outside. I feel like it's flipped right now. Mm-hmm. And they're using Pollard to get up in the middle and they're saying, hey, Rico, let's use the edges over here. Yeah. Rico getting screen passes. Like right. It's confusing.
That part right there is confusing to me. I think the part where Rico's getting the tosses and the misdirection plays.
Flips.
I think it's a little tough because when Tony Pollard got in, some second down, third down, that early work had already been done, right? So now you put a change of pace a guy in to come in and run those. But now Rico is that guy. So what do you do?
Yeah,
do you make Rico the starter and then put? No, which is where you get to committee.
Now the question is that's a good question.
But you can't not start Tony Pollard. Like we've all seen what Tony Pollard can do, and he's one of those players to where you might not get done on the first 10 carries that he's in the game.
The next
carry, he's got a 50-yarder coming for you, right? So you still are sitting there waiting for that opportunity, but now that you're waiting, you got CD who's going for over 150. Yeah. You got Brandon Cooks who's hopefully coming alive. You got Ferguson who you could throw the ball to. And oh, by the way, Dak is taking care of the ball and looking like the old Dak that is also a part of the running game as well. So Tony Pollard ain't getting 20. Like, I think this is what it is.
But that's probably what Tony Pollard is doing, looking in film rooms like, that used to be me. That used to be me, dog.
It's wild. Like, I feel like he deserves the right to be like, all right, I'm tired. Let me tap out. Not just pull me out the game. Right. Like, and that's the confusing part to me. Like, he'll go in for a series or two, then the next series is all Rico. And I'm like, man, I feel like as a starting back, you got the franchise tag. I think you deserve the right to be like, look, I'm not tired right now. Let me keep running. Let me keep doing my thing. Like, don't pull me out just because you think I'm tired or you think this is wearing me down. Like, if I feel good, man, let me go.
So he needs to speak up too. Him, Brandon Cook, CD, everybody needs to speak up a little bit.
I was gonna say, just take the man out. And if he ain't tired, like, let him roll, man.
I was told by someone on the situation, says they can't put too much on his plate. His deal is playing fast and quick. When he's tired, he becomes ordinary.
But see, that's what they like. That's you know what I mean. Like that's. I just think they're putting it on him like that.
And I mean, just to say he tired, like, come on, you're a professional athlete. Like, that's hard to say about it.
I can see if he was just bent over, gassed out.
You know
but if you just pulling the man just to pull him because this is what we think. I don't know. I think he needs more than that.
He's still explosive. I think it'll come. I think now with the offense being spread out, like I said, if you continue to distribute the ball all over the place and defenses have to figure out how to stop multiple weapons that you have on offense, I think that opens it up for Tony Pollard because, like I said, before he had Zeke, who was the guy who was going to get in there and run through people's face masks to open up the holes later in the game for a guy like Tony Pollard to get through there and get those big-time runs. Now I guess you just lean on the offense to see if the hole opens up that way, right? Light box, Tony Pollard, here you go.
Yeah.
All right, before we go to break here, just quick yes or no. Does Tony Pollard make the Pro Bowl again?
No.
Nah.
Correct.
Yeah.
All three. I have to agree. It's kind of been too late. It's too late in the year now to be able to get that back. All right. We've got other games to get to here this NFL weekend as we start to go around here.
Man, get your cheat sheet out, Danny.
He'll do it.
Oh, you talking about CB? You got. He gonna take care. You got it.
Next with Danny McCray, Heckma Harrison, Barry Church. I am Newey Scruggs. This is the Players Lounge, brought to you by Tostitos on DallasCowboys.com radio.
To kick off the 2023 NFL season, Hugo Boss teamed up with the NFL and Micah Parsons to launch an iconic apparel collection featuring hoodies, crews, t-shirts, polos, joggers, and more. The bold, unique apparel of the Boss NFL collection unites football and fashion while reflecting what it truly means to be a boss. Get yours today at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, at HugoBoss.com, and at Boss retail stores. #Be your own boss.
Hi, I'm Danny McCray, Dallas Cowboys alumni player here with Smoothie King. And Smoothie King wants to ask you, what's that sound? That's the sound of us magically transforming our smoothie bowls into 2 new decadent flavors. Dig into a cool acai or pitaya bowl, handcrafted with crunchy, purely Elizabeth granola, fresh strawberries, and finished with a velvety chocolate hazelnut drizzle. Perfect for breakfast, lunch, or anytime you want to munch. And that's the sound of you making them disappear. Smoothie bowls, now in 2 new decadent flavors. Only at Smoothie King, the official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Tis the season for youth football and dance camps presented by Invisalign. Don't miss your chance to learn from the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders and former NFL players at AT&T Stadium on December 22nd and 23rd. Celebrate the holidays with the Cowboys. Register today at dallascowboys.com/camps.
Thank you, Heckma Harrison. In
Yes,
the
sir.
Players Lounge, brought to you by Tostitos, heading into a Cowboy weekend, which they are taking on the Carolina Panthers. In Charlotte, North Carolina. Barry Church, Danny McCray, also here. I'm Newey Scruggs. So, I'm just going to throw this out here. And one reason why I have the Cowboys at 31. If they can get this into the second half where the competitive phase is over, considering they've got a Thursday game, the Thanksgiving Day game coming up with Washington, is that when you try and say, all right, this competitive phase is over, let's get some other dudes in here and get some work as we get ready for our guys who have to play a divisional game coming up here?
Yeah, especially if it's, like you said, if it's out of reach By the fourth quarter, they're up, maybe 3 touchdowns. Oh, yeah, I'm getting everybody up out of there. Cooper Rush time, Jalen Tolbert get up in there. A couple other, backup situations, get those guys the reps because, that Thursday grind, it ain't easy, going from a Sunday to a Thursday. So you want to get as much rest as possible. And we just saw what happened, what was that, yesterday again with Joe Burrow. There's no reason. If the competitive phase is over, don't have your main guys out there. The injury possibility is too high. Get them guys out of there. Let those young guys go in there and get some reps.
That's why I asked y'all about it yesterday in the quick turnaround going to the Thursday game, and y'all just said, like, man, you don't even feel like yourself, basically, on Thursday. And I think it's going to be a lot of clock watching and scoreboard watching as well because the Commanders play the Giants at 12 o'clock also. So you watching that game, and if you got a lead and that one, you don't expect for the Giants.
Y'all about to say we back with the Giants again?
I'm just saying.
You believe it?
No. You don't expect for DeVito to be out there balling, against the Commanders, but still, you're watching it. They got that game under control. You got yours under control. Get your guys out of there and get those guys rested for Thursday.
Yeah, get them out of there early. Hopefully that's the point where you do get them out of there early. But, 31 to 7, that's a get them out of there. All right. If you somehow let these dudes come in and have 18, 20, like it's just 2 scores, then you got to keep the guys in there because football is that type of game where you never know what could happen. A fumble for return for a touchdown, all of a sudden it's a game.
So as former players, when you get into this kind of game and situation, is it where you talk to guys beforehand, look, man, we really need to be on point in this game here. Let's handle our business. Let's knock these dudes out here so we can, get this thing done and get ourselves to Thursday against Washington and then get ourselves – because you got that – unlike past years where you get to play the Thanksgiving Day and you get 10 days off, you got to go right back and face Seattle. This is a tough stretch of games coming up.
It sounds like you're saying the coaches come and say, hey, can we get these dudes – out of the game early so we can get y'all some rest and pull y'all out. I would say that never had that conversation.
That will never happen.
Because a lot of those coaches have been around situations to where that's the reason why Heck was feeling the way he felt last week about New York Giants, where it's a team where they shouldn't have no business being in the game with you, and you want to know with the wrong mindset, and then somebody got hurt like a Joe or something, and then all of a sudden everything's over because you wasn't in the right mindset anyway, and your players are like, I'm going to be out at halftime. So the coaches will never kind of give off that feeling, but in the back of their mind, they're like, yeah, can we hurry and get this over with because we do have to play on Thursday, but that's just not a message they would send across to the team.
Yeah, it rarely happens. Like in my whole career, I've only got pulled out of a game early one time. We was playing Jacksonville in London, and we was just whopping them up, so they had the young guys go in there, but you rarely see that happen. Coaches are going to play you until they get the call from up top. We saw it last week against the Giants. They were up, what was it, 40-something to 7? You still seen Dak in the red zone.
I was asking what the hell's going on. Like, you got a vendetta?
Why are we throwing thumbs still? Like, get up out of there. So, yeah, you got to go in there with the mindset that you're going to play all 4 quarters. And then if it gets to it where you get pulled out, you're like, all right, cool.
Plus you ain't going to be practicing for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You ain't doing a lick of practice for the next 2 weeks.
Chris, give us some games here.
All right, first game we're going to go with is the Pittsburgh Steelers are playing at the Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland, no Deshaun Watson.
That game just got a lot more competitive.
I got to go with Tomlin and company to win an ugly one, 20-19. Church.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm going Pittsburgh on this one. 17-10.
I don't know why. I don't know how.
DTR?
But I'm going Pittsburgh.
Because
I don't know how they're gonna do it. It's gonna be ugly. Cleveland's gonna have all the yards. They're gonna have all the big plays, and somehow Pittsburgh gonna find a way to win. So I'm going with the Steelers. Did anybody say 20? You said 2019. You said 2019, dog. I'm gonna go 1918. Something ugly.
I'm 21-19 Pittsburgh Steelers. Like I don't know how. Actually, I do know because Deshaun Watson's out.
Who they got in there? The rookie, right? DTR, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going. The Tomlin them. I think they gonna figure out a way to get to the youngster.
Yeah.
And probably score a touchdown and get the win.
Turnover prone.
Yeah.
All right. What else, Chris?
Let's go. Josh Dobbs, Minnesota Vikings against Let Us Ride, Denver.
Ooh. Where's it at though? Is it
at Denver?
At Denver.
Hey, but listen to this though.
Denver has won the last 2 games. Kansas City. They beat Kansas City and Buffalo last week.
Who the hell would have thought that we be like? I'm actually interested in watching Josh Dobbs versus Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
for the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos. I'm gonna watch the game.
I apologize.
I want to see what's going on.
I apologize, Dobbs. My bad. I had you paid wrong.
He cooking.
But I'm still going with Russ.
Let Russ cook.
Boy, yeah. We're going with Russ. At home, night game, Sierra gonna be in the house. He gotta win that one. I'm going with Denver. I'm going 24-17.
Broncos, baby. Let's ride. 24-21. Big
Let's
Russ.
ride.
Russ.
I'm with you on that one. Let Russ cook, man. Let Russ cook, man. 20-17.
Oh, he about to do it. He over there. See, LSU guy.
I'm gonna be on the island by myself with Josh Dobbs.
Come on, man. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Go with the Rocket
coming back
side.
this week?
Go with the Rocket
Nah,
side.
he ain't coming back, man. I'm going with the Broncos. Sean Payton, man.
You should have said nothing, dog.
24-20.
Trying on these picks.
Now, listen. No. I know that the Denver's defense is the real deal.
No, they real.
That's what I know. Well, I think it's gonna be a close game, but
Man, I don't like
Chris.
Speaking of defense, the New York Jets against the Buffalo Bills.
well, you know we picking the same on this. Well, actually, no, you don't. Was it Pixie?
Yeah, right.
The Jets beat Buffalo without
Week 1.
Week 1 without Rodgers.
Won't happen again. Can I go first?
Yeah, man.
So I don't feel like I'm getting swayed by y'all. Okay, I'm going Buffalo Bills 31-18.
Oh.
Not even close. They got to find a way. Cincinnati's out of it. Okay, so now they got an opportunity.
They got a shot.
You got an opportunity. You got to come out and have a big game, and they beat you last time.
I'm gonna do it. Pixie them, they in disarray right now, man. I got Stefan on Twitter trying to say his brother don't speak for him. Hey. I mean, come on, man. Josh Allen is trash. I mean, boy, he is.
Pick the Jets. Go ahead and pick the Jets.
I'm gonna pick the Jets.
It's in Buffalo.
I'm gonna pick the Jets.
Hey, let that man make
I'm gonna pick the Jets. I'm gonna pick the Jets. I'm gonna pick the Jets.
Lead
on
the
this
witness.
one.
Go let that man.
I'm picking the Jets on this one. It's gonna be a close one. Field goal to win it.
What?
Yeah, 22. I'm going 22-20 on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going with the Jets.
Buffalo 26-17.
Yeah, give me the dust, man. Give me the dust.
Don't take the dust off.
Give me the dust,
Anything
man.
but the
24-14.
I need this.
Zach Wilson don't stand a chance.
I need this.
Over with.
They don't have a defense out. They can't stop. Come on, man. Never mind. All right.
Church's guy Herbert going to Green Bay to take on the Packers.
In Green Bay. Okay.
In Green Bay.
Let me go first because they need this one bad, big time. They may want to lose so they can get my boy up out of there. But, yeah, give me Herb and the crew. Let me get Herb and the crew 28-17.
They down bad. I'm going to have to go with the Chargers here. Going with the Chargers. And what'd you say?
28-17. It's in Green Bay.
28-17?
28-17.
Jeez. All right, I go 24-10.
31-21. Los Angeles Chargers, Keenan Allen. He questionable, but he going to play.
He going to play.
He going to play.
He got the AC joint.
Yeah.
Kellen Moore's performance last time in Green Bay last year?
Yeah,
Well, pick Green Bay then.
They played well against Pittsburgh.
He ain't picking them.
They
Go
played
ahead, who
well.
you got?
He care about his record. He not picking them.
They played well against Pittsburgh. Old Jordan Love.
Well, this coaching staff is so bad.
Yeah, they terrible. They terrible.
But the Green Bay's worse. So
in Green Bay, it's cold, you know.
It's going to be 45 degrees at kickoff. Just letting you know.
That ain't
No, really?
Bad. That ain't bad. That ain't bad.
Give me,
I heard might go crazy.
24-13. 24-13 Chargers. I got no faith in Jordan Love. The guy's got 10 picks. So, I can't. All right, gentlemen.
Whoa. The game of the week.
Let's do it.
Come on.
Give me the game of the week.
At Kansas City.
Oh, no, we picking that Monday.
You take that Monday?
Oh,
It's Monday, right?
But you're not going to be here.
Monday.
I'm not going to be here.
well, yeah. Well, let's go ahead and do it.
Pick it out.
Thank you. I am okay.
Yeah.
All right. I got Kansas City winning. Let's go with a 31.
It's gonna be raining.
31-21.
KC.
10.
That's that. Hey, baby. They on top.
Who next? Which way we going?
You go.
You know where I'm going.
Where you going?
Philadelphia Eagles. They're going to get their revenge from the Super Bowl win, okay? And Philadelphia is going to win by a field goal, 31-28.
They both coming off buys.
Both.
They both coming off buys.
31-28. Jalen Nee, all right.
You know, heck,
defense.
Andy Reid is great off a bye. Heck, what you got?
I'm going Philly. I'm going 21-10.
Welcome.
No. Hell no.
Your other boy.
You picked Philly a lot this year. You didn't pick Philly a lot this year.
They 8-1. They're going to be 8-1 too.
You picked Philly a lot this year.
No, dog. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Give me
Come on.
give me KC on this
There you
one.
go.
Yeah, give me
Andy
KC. It's
Reid.
gonna be
Andy
Randy.
Reid on the bye at home.
It's
Come
gonna
on,
be Randy.
man.
Give me KC. Give me KC 24-21. Yeah, other man. That's like the third time.
He been picking them a lot.
Been smart.
Quick too, not even thinking about it. Philly.
All right.
Nostradamus on this thing.
Hey man,
boy.
I'll see you guys Wednesday.
Like my man Steve Smith say, when you see this face, that mean I scored. That's what CD gonna do on Sunday. Cowboy Nation, I hope your team win. Let's go.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!